what's up? Welcome to episode 93 of the MastoCast. How is it going? Hope you are doing very, very well on this. Let's have a look at the weather outside. It's quite overcast, getting chilly, quite gloomy. We're getting very close to spooky season. I guess it's kind of in full effect for some people, but nevertheless, I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. If you listen to this on the Friday that comes out, we'll be having a lovely weekend. And welcome on in. What's the MastoCast? For anybody who's new, the MastoCast is the monoblog podcast hosted by myself. I like to just ramble on about a load of shite, which is just me. Basically talking about what I've been up to and, gigs I've attended, albums I've been listening to, what I've been watching on TV, video games, all that sort of stuff. And if you come away with that, out of that, learning something new or listen to some new music or whatever, or any of that sort of stuff, then I feel like I have done a bloody good job. So yeah, this is it. This is the monoblog podcast. Like a blog, but I don't want to write one. I don't want to type one. I just want to use a microphone instead. So yeah, welcome on in. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good weekend, as I said earlier on. So yeah. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. Like I said, it's getting very, very cold. And, I'm quite cool with it, really, to be honest. Usually, when it starts to get cooler, I kind of get a bit fed up already. I'm a bit kind of wish it was summer already. But to be honest, I don't know. Part of me is kind of glad summer is over. I think we had a good summer. We had a lot of good days of sun, not too much rain, for this country especially. And yeah, I think we did all right. All the festivals I went to had really nice weather. It's been really, really nice. And but at the same time, I'm kind of glad it's over because when you work in the factory that I work in during the summer, it is absolutely horrific. It's terrible. It's so fucking hot, man. Every day I'm there, I'm sweating. I'm sweating my ass off. It's horrible. And when you're there 4 days a week, it's horrible. I mean, in this case now I'm in there 5 days a week, but it's not too bad now because it's cooling down. But honestly, when you get there and it's fucking boiling and you're working in there for 12 hours, it's horrible. It's horrible. So kind of at peace with summer for the year, really. Maybe I'm getting more, I don't know, maybe I'm appreciating the cold weather more. But having said that, I do really, really like winter. On the run up to Christmas, how is that is when it gets to the new year, that's when I'm oh, right, okay, I can't wait for summer now. Bring on the sun. That sort of autumn to winter, Christmas time, I'm all for it. Love it. Love spooky season. I always listen to my sort of October-y albums. I like to play some spooky games around about this time. Type O Negative October Rust is an album I like to play. Some of the clipping stuff I like to play as well, which is more like the horrorcore sort of hip hop sort of thing. Very, very cool albums, by the way. I really recommend them to you. Absolute Elsewhere by Blood Incantation's kind of been one as well. It's not really spooky. It's more cosmic, but it just it came out around about that time last year, and it's just a classic. And I listened to that album to death. And kind of still do now, especially after seeing them last week. But yeah, that's an album, a bit of, really getting into The Cure at the moment because I'm going to see them next year. And Twitching Tongues, that sort of stuff. It's cool to have these sort of gothy bands, like Sisters of Mercy and that sort of stuff. It's just it's quite cool. Bit of Joy Division as well. Some of the Joy Division I think sounds quite gothy in areas. But yeah, that's basically what I get up to, like listening wise, like especially October Rust by Type O Negative has to be done, and like what, like I know this Halloween, I'm sure I've mentioned on the podcast before that I like to have like a backlog list of games to play if throughout the year, and I always have something in place for October. So I've got a couple of horror games that I do want to play, and let's. I've actually got the list on my phone right now, and I'll quickly just talk to you about them. And so, like this year, I played through and finished Horizon Forbidden West, Metal Gear Solid Ghost Babel, that was on the Game Boy Color. I replayed Red Dead Redemption 2. It's not really a backlog game, I guess I just really wanted to play it. Expedition 33, of course, Bioshock for the first time, and Shadow of the Colossus for the first time even. 2 Zelda games, Majora's Mask and Wind Waker, and Metal Gear Solid Delta. So I've got a few other games here that I'm trying to run through, trying to finish off this year. There's a few that I probably don't think I'll be able to finish off, and I'll probably come back to it. Like I did have Death Stranding 2 on the beach on my backlog for this year, but I haven't actually bought it yet after doing the demo, so I might get it later on. But I've got a couple of like horror games in to play in October, like around Halloween time, and that's the Resident Evil. I've got the Resident Evil remake on the PS4, which I can play on my PS5. I've got like this what was it called? It's not Umbrella. No, sorry, it's the Origins collection. So it's Resident Evil 0 and the remake that came out for the GameCube, but it's remastered for like PS4. You can get it on like PC as well on Steam and stuff, and you probably get it on you can get it on Switch and stuff like that. But I got it for PS4 anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna play the Resident Evil remake because I've never actually played the remake before. I played the OG on the PlayStation, PS1, like back in the day. I've played through that game a few times. It's a classic. I love it. And one other one that I'm going to be playing as well, like I'm probably going to start it as soon as I've finished Ghost of Yotei, and that's it's a game called Eternal Darkness that's came out for the GameCube. I've got that for my GameCube, and apparently it's supposed to be like really, really cool and unique and like quite scary, and like it's got a insanity meter and stuff like that. It's supposed to be quite scary. So yeah, I've got those in mind. But yeah, at the moment though, I'll tell you what I have been playing though, a lot of Ghost of Yotei. Like Ghost of Yotei, man. Like obviously I'll go more into detail like when I finish it, which I imagine will be, next couple of weeks or so. I'm on holiday during the week, so I probably won't finish it then. So it'll probably be the week after. But yeah, I've been playing so much Ghost of Yotei. It is so good so far, man. It is stunning. I'm about 70% through the campaign now, but I find that like I'm going off and doing loads of other things like little side quests and stuff like that as well at the same time, and yeah, it's real good so far. It's really good. I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, I'll talk some more about that when I finish it. But yeah, that's literally all I've been playing, to be honest. I've been playing a bit of Donkey Kong Bonanza like on my breaks at work, but I've not actually like properly sat down and played it like on the TV, like properly getting it all in. But like being locked in and played it, but it's really good, man. It's so cool being a monkey and throwing shit. So yeah, I'm going to be playing that. I'm going to be playing it on the plane on the way to Corfu when I'm away. Looking forward to that. I'm going to be on the plane. Literally, if you listen to this on the day it comes out, I'll be going on holiday tomorrow. Oh, I'm so excited. Very, very excited to go to Corfu with our Haley, of course, #1 listener to the podcast, of course. She might listen to this podcast on the plane, actually. So if you're listening to this podcast on the airplane, Haley, you're probably not sat next to me. I hope you're having a nice flight. And yeah, just just have a nice little chillax, why don't you, while I'm playing Donkey Kong Bonanza. Actually, if this is coming out on the Friday, you probably listening to this in the car, on your way to work, with the budgies in the car, because you're gonna drop them budgies off to your mum's house, and then yeah, you're on your way back from that. What the fuck am I talking about? Anyways, yeah, that really derailed itself, didn't it? Yeah, but yeah, Ghost of Yours is really good so far, and yeah, I'm very excited to go to Corfu, really. And Donkey Kong Bonanza's really good. I'm looking forward to playing some more on the plane. That's one thing actually. I need to charge my power bank, because that Switch 2 battery is small. But yeah, looking forward to that. So obviously, I might as well say now, while it's on my mind, there won't be an episode this Friday, as you know, I'm going to be away. So obviously, I will get one sorted out for the week after, and obviously, you're going to be talking about a festival that me and Haley are going to. Actually, it's called it's a day festival. It's called Common Threads, and it's on at Leeds, and there's bands like Hot Water Music, Spanish Love Songs, Comeback Kid, Joyce Manor. There's quite a lot, so I'll talk about that when I come back from Corfu. So yeah, that's cool. But anyways, yeah, obviously we've just been talking about video games there for a little bit. I'll talk about something that's just been added to the PlayStation Network, something I like to do here and there. So PlayStation have also gone into spooky season mode, and they've added some video games to the game catalog for October. And this goes for anyone who's got a PlayStation Plus membership, whether that's extra or premium. I don't think obviously Essential is like the lowest one, but if you've got like extra, which is the middle one, and premium, which is like the top tier one, you will be able to play these games alongside your subscription, so for free essentially. And yeah, I'm gonna talk about a few of them, because there's some good ones in here. There's some real good ones. Obviously, starting off with Silent Hill 2 remake. I mean, come on, man. Like, I've talked about this game before, right? This game, I don't think it's even been out a year. I think it might have came out like round about the back end of October. But Silent Hill 2 remake is so good. It is so good, man. Like, I obviously love the original that came out on the PS2 back in the day. I consider it to be one of the best, if not the best, horror video game of all time. I absolutely love it, and I was kind of I was very speculative, if that's even a word, of the remake, thinking it's not going to live up to it, but it actually does. It actually lives up to it, and some people may prefer it, some people don't, but it is still really, really good. And if you want to get into one of the best horror games and scariest, like, this game is shit scary, fucking hell. I do recommend picking up Silent Hill 2 on the PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium subscription. So yeah, get into that on spooky season if you've got nothing else to play. Until Dawn, that has been added to the catalogue. Until Dawn, I'm not massively familiar with, to be honest. I know it is like a very well loved game. It's been known as like a modern classic, and it recently got like a remaster, I do believe. And they put the remaster on the PlayStation Plus subscription. So Until Dawn is on there, and I've watched some footage of it. I've never actually played it before. It does look good. I've watched shout out to Ashley Amelia, who I do watch on Twitch every now and then. She said like this is like a favorite game of all time, and I've watched her play it, and it is really good. And yeah, shout out Ashley Amelia, by the way. Hope you get your partner And yeah, rooting for you, mate. Rooting for you. But yeah, Until Dawn, that's another good one. Another good clutch, for sure. V Rising, which is a vampire survival action RPG adventure, like no other. So, I mean, I've never played this game before, never seen it. You can play a solo co-op, an online multiplayer. Yeah, awakened as a weakened vampire after centuries of slumber and hunt for blood to regain your strength while hiding from the scorching sun to survive. So, sounds interesting. V Rising, another sort of spookyish game. Yakuza Like a Dragon, and I wouldn't exactly say this is like a spooky game, is it really? I'm not really that familiar with the Yakuza games, but I believe this is the one of the latest installments from Yakuza. I've been meaning to play Yakuza 0, but I've just never got round to it. But, Like a Dragon, it's there, a pretty, new title from Yakuza. I've heard good things about this game, so might be worth picking up for sure. Poppy Playtime Chapter 1. So it's that what's his name? That scary fucking teddy. I forgot what it's called. It's like Oogie Boogie. Is that his name? But it's let's see. Playtime Core was once the king of the toy manufacturing industry, until everybody inside of the factory one day disappeared into thin air. Now, years later, you must explore the factory and uncover the truth. Try to survive the vengeful toys waiting for you in this horror/puzzle adventure. Use your grab pack to hack electrical circuits or nab items from afar. Explore the mysterious facility and don't get caught. Kind of sounds like Dead by Daylight, really. I mean, who knows? It might be better than that. And we've got a couple more here. We've got a few more, actually. We've got As Dusk Falls, which is like a drama sort of thing. Like, created by lead designer of Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls. So there's a sign of good quality there. I didn't even know this game was a thing, really, to be honest. But Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls are fucking brilliant. Yeah, that's a real good game. Real good game, by the sounds of it. But yeah, Beyond Two Souls, Heavy Rain, really good. So you never know, these might be really good. And not last one, but Wizard with a Gun, yes. Online sandbox survival game for 1 to 4 players set in a magical wilderness wrought with dangerous creatures and arcane mysteries. Interesting, yeah. Worth a look at if that's your thing. And Tekken 3 is, boom, right in on PlayStation Plus Premium. It is there for you to play. And is it now that this is all out? Or is it catalog for October? When does this all come out? I don't know. Oh, there we go. All these titles and more will be available Tuesday, 21st of October. So there you go. A few days time. Enjoy. There's some good shit on there. Yeah, so that's video games out of the way and shit. I'm going to talk about some music I've been listening to, really. Some music. Because, yeah. Oh, bloody hell, I forgot to mention. I went to see The Long Walk the other day. Went to Nando's. Good. I tried their new Peri Mac chicken wrap. Quite good. Yeah, pretty good, to be fair. And went to the cinemas to see The Long Walk. Pretty good. I enjoyed it. I kind of thought it was going to suck, but it was actually pretty good. Yeah, good film. Really good. And, compare that to, the last Stephen King movie that came out. I think it's better than The Monkey, but it's good. It's good. I highly recommend people watching it. But yeah, I want to see that. It's a good one. Quite emotional in some parts. Pretty brutal. But yeah, I recommend it. Go watch it. Anyways, back to music. I've not seen any tour dates announced for anything as of recent. The thing is, I'm not on Facebook anymore, so sometimes I kind of miss out on shit, which is fine. But yeah, yeah, no tours. I'm just looking for if there's any now, but there is none. But yeah, I've been listening to some good music though. I will say that, and I'm going to start with an album called Red Sky Morning by a band called Soulblind. So Soulblind are a band that I've been familiar with for the past few years, really. They were brought onto me by my very, very good friend Paul Guilfoyle, listener of the podcast, and he showed me Soulblind when they had like a 2-track demo EP out before. I thought that was really good, and then they eventually got another EP out after that, and I thought, oh yeah, this is really, really good. I'm really liking this. And then they brought an album out 3 years ago called Feel It All Around, and I thought the album was decent, but like after how good like the previous material was before that, I was kind of underwhelmed by it. So like I was kind of like kind of lost interest in them. But this new album, Red Sky Morning, is such a fucking step up. My God. Yeah, so Soulblind, they are like a very heavy grunge band, very sort of like Alice in Chains, but like heavy, like they've got riffs, they've got really thick, like heavy production, and it's just very fuzzy, very, very hard hitting, and yeah, this album is really fucking good. Like I was really impressed actually by the singles that came out like on the lead up to the album, which are Hide Your Evil and Dino. I was just very taken aback. I was just like, oh, this sounds really fucking good. Like they've really stepped up the quality on this. And obviously here we are now. The album's out. It's been out for a week, and yeah, I've been smashing it all week. I think I've played it every day. This album is about 34 minutes long. It's on Closed Casket Activities record label, which is a sign of quality there. There's some great bands on that label. And yeah, man, this album is just full of riffs, full of cool sounding like vocal harmonies, like very sort of Alice in Chains. It's heavier than Alice in Chains, I do think. And, you know, it's just very, very hard hitting. Like, Hide Your Evil has just got like this sort of like Sepultura riff under, like, just to kick things off with. It's very sort of throwback. It's very kind of like 90s sounding, if that makes sense. Like it's very sort of 90s sort of alternative, like rock, like grunge. But it's just done very, very well. It's just very, very heavy, and I really like it. And Dino's just got this proper menacing slow pace about it, and like this riff that just sounds really sort of evil, and I really, really like it. Business of Pleasure, which opens the album up, it's just like this rocking tune. Like it's very sort of groovy sort of riff going on, like the like it's really, really cool catchy riff going on in there. This album is just full of riffs. I think my favourite track on the album is the one called Billy, where it's like you don't expect the riff to sound the way it does when it kicks in, because there's like this whole build up, and you're thinking like, oh, this is going to be like a fast one, but it's actually like a very groovy sort of like again, nearly like sort of Sepultura sounding riff over this sort of like very dark sounding Alice in Chains, like really shrill, heavy vocal. Like most of the album is like is very melodic in its vocal, but there's the odd couple of tracks where it's like really sort of aggressive sort of screaming, which we love to hear. And yeah, this album, I've just been smashing it all week. Full of riffs, it's heavy as balls, and yeah, like the production is mint on it. Like it's just like it proper sounds like a band, like just turning everything up and smashing the shit out of their instruments, and just coming up with some real catchy sort of choruses, real catchy vocal melodies with some harmonies as well, and the riffs are just brilliant. This album is really awesome. It's really really awesome. It's the step up they needed, I think, like because yeah, like I said, I was quite underwhelmed by Feel It All Around, the debut album. I've kind of forgotten what like some of the songs sound like on that album, but like this one, it's gonna be yeah, I'll be coming back to this quite a lot, I think. So yeah, Red Sky Morning by Soulblind. Really, really hope you check that one out. As I have been. Another one I'm quite keen to talk about is Silver Bleeds the Black Sun by AFI. This came out a couple of weeks ago, and I'm not really an AFI fan, to be honest. Like, I do like them, but I've never really gone in on their albums at all. Like, I know, like, Sing the Sorrow is like a big album for them, and December Underground, and excuse me, I am quite tired. I've been working today. And you know, there's like the Halloween EPs and stuff like that, Black Sails. I know there's some like really good classic albums by this band, but I've never fully went in on them. Like, I seen them at Download once years ago, and this was like 20, I want to say 17, and they were like fed down from headlining, down on the main stage at Download, and they had such a small crowd. I was like, fucking hell, I thought people loved this band. But yeah, AFI, like, you know, they've got some good songs, but I never went fully in on an album. But this is the first time I have gone fully in on them, because Kerrang Radio has been playing like a couple of singles from the album, and I thought, ooh, this sounds very gothy, very sort of different for them, and it's also come out at the perfect time for this spooky season, because this is very sort of gothy, very sort of Cure, Sisters of Mercy, loads of synthesizers, clean guitars, and Davey Havok's vocal approach to this album. It's different to what I've heard like normally from like previous work that he's done, like from the singles that I know. Like it's very sort of, you know, baritone and theatrical, which I really really like on this. And there is just some great songs on here. Like Behind the Clock was a song that was being played to death on Kerrang, and that's when I was like, I really like the sound of this. And the song called Holy Visions, which is just a chorus that's just been stuck in my head for a long time. Holy Visions, Holy Visions, Holy Visions, and Blasphemy and Excess, fantastic. And there's a couple of like, you know, heavier, more rocky numbers like No One Underground. So like, you know, there's a bit of everything going on there, and you know, so like No One Underground's a bit more of a punk sort of track. And the Bed of Praise just got like these sort of flamenco like guitars going on about them like at the start, and I just love how this album opens. And that chorus with David Havok's just going, a cup of poison at a time. Like, really really good album, this, man. Like, I'm definitely gonna have to go in on AFI properly, really, because I feel like a fucking idiot. Because this album is fantastic, like brilliant, really, really good album, man. And yeah, that is Silver Bleeds the Black Sun by AFI. And yeah, there's one more album I'll have a quick chat about, to be fair, and that is an album called Process of Elimination by Dead Heat. This one was sent to me by, well, I say sent to me, recommended to me by good friend of the podcast, Jake Carr Smith. He said, have you heard the new Dead Heat album? I was like, I have never heard of this band. So I tried it out, and if you love 80s old school thrash metal, this is for you, because this is great. This is really, really cool, man. You know, there's been some bands that do attempt this and kind of are a bit sort of, okay, whatever. Especially ever since Power Trip were a thing. Because, like, Nightmare Logic, for me, is like a modern day thrash classic for me. So, like, there'd been a lot of bands that would try and do that similar sort of thing and sort of cross over it with hardcore as well, but never reach that sort of level as Power Trip on Nightmare Logic. But this is really cool, and I really, really like it, because it's got a really sort of old sounding production. Like, not in a bad way either. Like, this sounds like when you listen to, like, the blasts of guitar with the drums coming in, like, it sounds very sort of Ride the Lightning Metallica with its production sound. Like, the guitar tone and the sound of the drums. Like, this drummer is a fucking menace as well. Like, he drums like fucking Dave Lombardo. Like, he's like fucking double pedal all over the place and like doing all these massive like drum fills that just are fast as fuck. And yeah, it's just really, really cool. Like, loads of fucking cool guitar solos, and it's full of riffs. Like, if you're just yearning for that really cool old school death metal sound, I really do recommend Process of Elimination by Dead Heat. The singer does sound quite a lot like Riley Gill of Power Trip. That's one thing I like to say. It's just kind of a bit like, kind of felt like I heard it before, but I do like it. But, you know, there's some cool, like, choruses on this. Like, there's a song called Enemy where it's like, realize that you're the enemy territory. And it's like a whole gang chant and all that sort of stuff. You know, Hideout is a real, real cool sort of banger of like a dun 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 like there's loads of like cool scales going on, and there's literally like a song called DH Stomp, which is Dead Heat Stomp, and it's like a 2-minute instrumental of just like this riff. It's like dun 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 dun. There's no vocals or anything. It's just like, it's real cool. Solace Denied, fast as fuck, like like sounding thrash. And yeah, this is a real, real cool album. I like it. Yeah. So if you're into that sort of throwback thrash metal from the 80s, highly recommend this. It's really, really cool. And yeah, that'll do. That'll bloody do for today. I hope you've enjoyed episode 93 of the podcast. I'll be back, not next week, of course, because I'm on holiday, but the week after, I'll have something for you, for sure. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. See you then. I'm going to get myself sorted now for my holiday, and I should probably pick out which swag I should take with me. But yeah, okay, see you later, folks. Enjoy, have a good weekend. If you've enjoyed the podcast, do leave a like, share, and subscribe if you're listening on YouTube. If you're listening on Spotify, obviously it helps to sort of download the episode, and, you know, Apple Music, and it helps to sort of rate the podcast as well to get to more people. I don't know how that works exactly, but yeah, just drop a follow and stuff. And if you liked the episode, then that's good. Anyways, right, I'll see you later. Have a good weekend. I'll see you in a couple of weeks' time. Bye bye. Much love.